So world, how you been? What you been up to? So I'm gonna review 2013 SummerSlam. And the end of the SummerSlam remind me of when CM Punk cashed in his briefcase on Jeff Hardy at Extreme Rules. The match he had, ladder match against Edge. That exactly reminds me of the main event of tonight. So I'm gonna just briefly talk about the main matches, what happened. Not gonna describe a lot. So first match was an Inferno match. Oh, basically, I'm gonna start from the pre-show. The pre-show was RVD against Dean Ambrose. It was a lengthy match, and I felt it should have been on pay-per-view. It was a great match, and oh, I mean, for anyone to wrestle RVD, Dean Ambrose was a kid when he see RVD on ECW, when you see it on other shows like WWE, and like you're like anybody at that era you watched on TV, you're like, oh, I hope I can wrestle them one day. And then you wrestle RVD. That's like a big thing for you, wrestling someone that's so huge, name, household name. It was getting so much love on you, but then the finish was crappy. Big Show Marketing comes out, Shield come out. I thought they're gonna protect them, but they did no shit. Shield going and RVD doesn't mean. Then we get the first Inferno match, Bray Wyatt and Kane. The Harper and Rowan, uh, they put a blanket on the fire and they go in and they help. They beat down Kane and Bray Wyatt does his finisher and win. But I don't know. Like, Bray Wyatt is a character mostly. It's not. I mean, now I'm thinking about it, it's just a character. Like when you're a character, you have to get out of the character, be a wrestler, be your own name. Anyways, then we had the tag team Old Scholar wrestling each other. Cody Rhodes won against Damien Sandow, but good Rob. Cody Rhodes gonna be the next World Title Champion, but please don't do the Dolph Ziggler style winning the title like that. Then we got the World Heavyweight Championship match where I thought Christian should have won it, but he didn't. And I thought they're gonna be a Ricardo coming in shenanigans, but wasn't. Then we get um, the tag match, Diva match, where okay, Natalia against Brie Bella, and Natalia won. She deserves a lot. It's a gimmick match again. It was the total Diva gimmick match. Fandango came a lot of segment when Miz was interviewing it. People, Fandango keep coming in. So Fandango, at one point, Miz punches Fandango and Fandango, I don't know. I don't know how the match went on. Fandango versus Miz, definitely. And we got, okay, we had the pre-show panel, which I'm not gonna go to that. But we had Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, where CM Punk loses, but CM Punk gets in the Continental device on Paul Heyman and gets a lot more on Brock Lesnar. Tries to do his finisher on Brock Lesnar, go to sleep and stuff like that. A lot of shit, but Brock won, and I don't know why it was a street fight, because Brock is not right back. He can go 1-on-1, have a good match, but chair shots after chair shots, CM Punk then win. Then we get to the main. We get Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus AJ and Biggie, and Dolph and Caitlyn win, obviously. And we still haven't had the match we wanna see, a clean one-on-one match. Dolph Ziggler versus Biggie. That's what I wanna see. That's what everybody wanna see. So that's gonna happen, or that's not gonna happen. But Biggie goes face, and both Biggie and Dolph be face and be the same people. And that Biggie needs to have the 5 count gimmick. Seriously, that gimmick will do a good on him. He could do a lot. Like WWE, I don't know. Sometimes they have more heel than face. Then they're like, oh, we have less face. Then make heels face. Then they have less heel. So I don't know why. Anyways, then we get to the main event. If I'm forgetting any match, I'm sorry. Then we get the main event, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. I didn't really see it fully because I was like bombed from the whole pay-per-view. I was expecting more, but when I saw the ending, Daniel Bryan won with the he does the kick back to Cena's head and does a knee, a variation of CM Punk knee, something like that, and cleanly wins against Cena. Then Randy Orton comes, try to cash in, but it doesn't. Triple H pedigrees Daniel Bryan, and Randy Orton wins. So basically, that was like the same screw job they did with Jeff Hardy. Finally, Jeff Hardy wins the world title. Everyone's happy, and then CM Punk cashes in. Now, finally, Daniel Bryan wins. Now Randy Orton. Like I know Randy winning the title is a good thing, but Randy did not need the briefcase to win the title. It was going to be believable to have Randy winning a match and having deserved a title shot and win it like that. It would be believable. Like, let's say if he didn't have the briefcase, it would have been like next on Raw and screw Bryan on Raw. Have Bryan have another match against someone, and then it's like, oh, Batista said, oh, Randy Orton, I'm giving him a title shot. He deserves it. He's gonna have it now. You have to force him, or you're dead. So then winning the title like that would have been awesome, more credible. Like, what? But he's turning heel. Obviously, he's gonna be stable. Orton and uh, Orton and Triple H gonna have another stable, I think, together. And this is defining the logic. Anyway, this Johnson was a good match. Actually, I liked the match, the crowd reaction. But I mean, I expected more from a pay-per-view when I'm watching a pay-per-view. Cause none of the none of the stars in WWE nowadays have like a like Stone Cold style or The Rock or Undertaker. Like Kane, okay, but he's not like the Undertaker status. If you put Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt and Undertaker lost like that, it would have meant more. I would be like, shit, Undertaker. But Kane, like, nah, like who cares? RVD match had to be on the pay-per-view, but wasn't. Just saying why. The Total Diva match would have been a pre-show, so that would be more advertised for the show than the pay-per-view. Anyways, I'm out. Peace, deuces, and I'll subscribe other wrestling channels if you want me to. You subscribe mine, I'll subscribe yours. I pat your back, you pat my back. We can collab and make videos. Peace.